Boundaries are something that people throw around all the time. And boundaries are great. Boundaries in general are amazing, but there's one that very rarely people talk about, and that's the internal boundary, the boundary that makes you you. So a lot of times we have these goals and we have these aspirations, but we're allowing ourselves to cross the boundary that's undermining our goals, undermining what we actually want to do. For example, you say, tomorrow I'm going to work out, and then you repeatedly don't work out. And then you question, why am I not losing weight? Why do I not feel good? Why does my body hurt? All these different things are compiling onto your one lack of boundary with yourself, or you could have many, and that in turn completely destroys your self-trust. So if you start focusing on those boundaries that you have with yourself and the promises that you have with yourself, those will continue to stack on each other so that you can feel like you are moving forward and you're not undermining what you actually want to do. So the boundaries with yourself is that commitment to yourself. And another way that I like to put it is, I am devoting this to myself. Commitment, some people have a weird thing with commitment. Some people have a weird thing with discipline. I like to see it as devotion. I am so devoted to who I am, to what I want to do, that I am going to lay this boundary and I'm going to follow through with it. I'm going to wake up on time. I'm going to do the workout. I'm going to be relentless in taking action for what I want to do and the goals that I want to achieve. So that builds self-trust. As you continue to keep these boundaries with yourself, you're respecting your time, you're respecting who you are, and you're respecting who you want to be. And then you start attracting people in your life who will also respect you, respect your time, respect your boundaries. So when you have a lack of boundaries with yourself, other people are going to have a lack of boundaries with you as well. And it's just going to be this continual, perpetual cycle going on and on and on. And I'm sure you've seen it in your life. I'm sure you've seen it in other people's lives where they can't seem to attract people who they really want to grow with because they're not setting those boundaries with themselves in order for other people to also respect those boundaries and then respect the boundaries that are set with them. Do you see how this all stacks onto each other? And within that, your self-respect grows, your self-trust grows, and the self-respect that you're getting from, or the respect that you're getting from other people is growing as well. So the more that you're able to expand and stay true to your promises with yourself, the more you will, but my God, it's just like, it's incredible what can happen when you start keeping those promises to yourself. You just show up differently in the world, and you have this confidence and this clarity, and you're the person who's now walking into the room with this magnetic confidence because you've built the trust and you have the self-respect, you've created the self-worth, and it all piles onto each other. And so respecting your commitments or your devotions, respecting your energy, respecting your time is going to do wonders for everything that you want to do. So here are a few steps that you can start to take and implement. Is one, start small. What is one promise that you can keep to yourself? If it's waking up 10 minutes earlier so you don't feel rushed in the morning, then it's waking up 10 minutes earlier, and you're going to do that every single day. When your alarm goes off, you do not hit snooze, you get up and you start going. If it's meditating every day, do that. Be specific. And don't say, I want to work out. How long do you want to work out? I want to move my body for 20 minutes. Awesome. You move your body for 20 minutes every single day, and you create a habit out of that. And then you're building that self-trust. Be clear on the expectations and specific on what you want. And every time you do it, every time you get up those 10 minutes early, every time you go to the gym and do your 20 minutes of movement, or every time you get up and meditate or eat a healthy breakfast, maybe that's it. Whatever that one small promise to yourself is, celebrate it. Hell yeah, I did it today. Awesome. This is great. And you're creating that momentum and it's becoming fun. And then reflect on those promises. Reflect on if you find yourself breaking that promise, reflect on that. What is not as important that's keeping me from keeping this promise? Is this something that I just willfully wanted? Or is it something that's important to me? Because if it's important to you, you'll create more of a devotion for that thing. If you're just trying to keep up with the Joneses and keep up with what everybody else is doing, that doesn't have a tie to you. It's not coming from your heart. So if it's something that's constantly being broken, reflect on that. If it's not aligning with your values, that can also be something. So knowing what you want and then creating those little steps to get there and that one promise to yourself. So let me know how it goes in the comments. I'm always here to support. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Make sure to subscribe and we'll see you next time. Mwah.